Oh hi, my name is Jay, and for today's video I am going to share the shows that you should be watching. I feel like it's only been in the last couple of years that I've actively been paying attention to new shows that have been coming along, because in the past there have been like maybe one or two shows that kind of take my interest, and then I kind of just shelve them and I never watch them ever again. But in the past couple of years, I've really been paying attention. I've been actively trying out new shows to see if I like them. And these are the 5 shows that I have been loving and I have been paying attention to recently. Number 5 is The Good Doctor. This is one of those medical-y type shows, and it stars Freddie Highmore. He is an autistic doctor, and it just kind of goes through the trials and tribulations of him trying to, interact with the staff of the hospital and the patients, and then it also has, obviously, the side subplots with all the other characters in the show. I tend to actively avoid watching medical shows. I don't know why. I've never liked them. Grey's Anatomy, ER. I was never a huge fan of any of them, but there was something about the show that really kind of pulled me in. I do want to give a quick shout out to Gian, who is another YouTuber out there. I saw that he was watching The Good Doctor on his Insta story like a long time ago, and I was like, I should try and watch it. I'll try it out, and it is really good. If you are an avid watcher of the medical shows, I don't know how it stands up in comparison to the other ones, but this is the first medical show that's actually kept my attention, so I'll keep watching. Number 4 is Jane the Virgin. I think they are on their 3rd or 4th season, maybe? I don't know. But it is not relatively new, but you should definitely watch it. This show is about a girl named Jane who is accidentally artificially inseminated, and she's a virgin, hence Jane the Virgin. What? Insanity. The relatability of Jane is absolutely insane to me. Oh, my dog's moving. From her personality to her family, minus all of like the telenovela drama, it is so relatable. When it first came out, I heard so many people raving about it, and when that happens, I kind of tend to not want to watch it. So I waited a little bit before. I waited for like the first season to come out on Netflix, and once it did, I was absolutely hooked on the show. I'm glad I gave it a chance because it is hilarious. Every episode makes me laugh so much. It is so self-aware, and it takes all of these telenovela tropes and really just runs with it, goes with it, and it's hilarious. Number 3 is The Good Place, and it stars the amazing Kristen Bell. And it is a show about this girl who dies and she ends up in the good place. So there's a good place and then there's a bad place. She ends up in the good place, but unfortunately they have made a mistake and she is actually a super horrible, crappy person. And she has to figure out how to kind of hide herself in the good place so she doesn't get sent to the bad place. This show is still fairly new. They are just on their 2nd season right now, and both seasons have 13 episodes, so you can easily catch up. The first season is on Netflix, so go and watch it. I do have to admit that it took me a couple of episodes to get into it. I kind of stopped for a little bit, and then I decided to kind of just trudge on through, and the show gets funny very quick. Kristen Bell is the most adorable human being in the entire world, but the character who steals the show is definitely Janet. Janet is amazing. Number 2 is Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. This show is about a girl named Rebecca, and she is this super fancy lawyer in New York, but she just is not into it. She really is wishing for more happiness in her life, and she happens to run into this guy who was like her first boyfriend or something, or the person that she was absolutely in love with in camp from like when she was a kid, and she realizes that, hey, I was really happy during this time in my life, so I am going to follow this guy to West Covina, California and start a new life there. Whenever someone asks me for a TV show recommendation, I always say Crazy Ex-Girlfriend because I really like the show and I want it to keep on going. I still feel like it's a super underrated show. Not a lot of people talk about it, in my opinion. That's from what I've been seeing. I do see a lot of support of it online, but not so much in like reality and the people around me. I don't know, maybe it's different for you, but that's what I see, and I just really love the show and I support it and I want to see it keep on going. I can honestly spend an entire video just explaining all the reasons why I love the show, but I don't have that time because I have to talk about one more show. So I'm just gonna go through like the main points of why I love it so much. Number one, Rachel Bloom. She is the creator, the writer, and she plays the lead character of Rebecca, and she is spectacular in it. The songs. There is a new song or even more in every single episode, and they are so funny and tongue-in-cheek and just super catchy. And if you love musicals, or even if you don't, the songs are really, really funny. Number three, the characters. The show doesn't exactly only focus on Rebecca, which I think is always fascinating when we see into the lives of the other characters around them, and it is done well. Because there are times when you kind of go into the lives of other characters in other shows and it doesn't feel right, or it's not as seamless, or you don't even care. But you really grow to love all of the characters around her, and that is one of the reasons why I love this show. And the fourth reason why I love this show, even though there are many, many more reasons why I love this show, is how they deal with mental health. Yes, it is a hilarious show that cracks me up every single episode, and the jokes are so funny and smart and clever, but how they deal with mental health and kind of the issues that we don't see in a lot of other shows is so good. And number one, and you probably know what it is because it is such a good show, This Is Us. In the event, in this crazy event that you have not watched the show yet, just watch the first episode and then come back. If you don't like it, then you don't like it, but at least watch the first episode because your mind will be blown. You can bet that this is the top show that you need to be watching right now, because I feel like we all need to go on this emotional roller coaster together, just all of us. Every week, let's all just cry together. I don't think that there has been a single episode where I have not cried. Even the smallest things that you're just like, that isn't cry-worthy. Oh, I am sobbing. I am in tears. Even the funny parts, or like the happy parts, I am in tears every single episode. The storyline of this show is magnificent. I applaud all of the writers that work on this show and the show creator because it is so smart, and all of the things that they are doing with the storyline takes a lot of work and a lot of, I'm assuming, a lot of organization. It's, once you start watching the show, you'll know what I mean. And for those who do watch the show, you know what I mean. The storyline is amazing. And I feel like the characters and the people they have gotten to work on this show are perfect for their roles, especially Mandy Moore. First of all, Mandy Moore was one of the reasons why I wanted to watch the show, because I grew up loving her as a kid. I love her, so I wanted to support her in the show. Second is Sterling K. Brown. I started watching Army Wives just because I was watching, I wanted to watch Drew Fuller. He was in Charmed for like 2 seasons, and I was really obsessed with him for a little bit. And so I started watching Army Wives, and then I fell in love with Sterling K. Brown in that series. So when he was in This Is Us, I was like, yes, yes, I'm here for you too. And of course, Milo's character, Jack, is fantastic. So everyone is so, so good. Oh, even the kids are adorable. All of the kids, just all of the kids. How do they get all of these, just mind, what? Okay, I'm gonna stop. Can you tell I'm passionate about these shows? I am so passionate about these shows. Okay, that is it for today's video. Let me know in the comment section down below what shows you are watching, and I will try to check it out and see if I like it. Or if you have any opinions about the shows that I have mentioned here in today's video, please let me know in the comment section and we will talk about it. We'll converse. Alright, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time with a brand new video. Goodbye!